large stone bridge form from like the edge of the lake to the center of the lake where there was like a giant hole and a bunch of flying snakes came out and they looked like the flying snakes that were flying in the forest not here. Um and from I guess the hole, two large snake creatures with human faces walked down it and came to us. Um, and they asked us who we are and why we were there, and we told them why. And they were like, "All right, guys, this isn't the water you want. Come with us." And they led us to the Heartlock pool. And as we went into the hole in the middle of the lake, we descended down like I think it was like a spiral staircase,
Mhm.
and there were like tons of like windows or whatever, like tons of holes along the sides of the like hole we were walking into, and I think there were like the like flying snake creatures looking at us as we were walking down. Um, so that was kind of ominous, and we went down there and the serpents were like, "Hey, so yeah, we know you want the yummy water, but actually, there's a giant creature in this pit down here that has destroyed civilizations. And he's actually like in the Heartlock pool. So
Er,
you guys are gonna have to like deal with that if you want the water." And then the what are they called? The Jasper's like crewmates or whatever were like, "All right, I'm
Skywalker.
dipping," and left us to deal with it. So we were told that we had to complete a series of trials in order to, well, like, we had to pass a series of trials, and if we failed any of them, the creature would awaken, and we'd probably die very, very, very painfully and badly and scarily.
yes.
So, unfortunately, we really need the water, so we did it.
You
I
did.
don't remember how the trials started, but I know that we ended up in a very strange like series of hallways or something, and we were told
Mm.
that we had to look for like shards of glass to I don't know, like make a mirror or something. E-man, thoughts?
Yeah, so you guys went into like this long circular hallway, so it kind of just like rounded on itself. And it was filled with like tiny pieces, like tiny shards of glass. And at kind of like each point on s- the like curve, there was a mirror that you guys had to look into and observe. And so you guys were shown three memories. One of them was kind of pointed out to you at the end, and the memories all showed you as something different about the Yuan-Ti people. That the uh, guy, the little monster in the middle, who was a part of that species, and how they wronged the Nagas. But some of you saw through the illusions and saw the reality of some of the memories. Um, at the end, after collecting all the shards of glass in the hallway, you guys reconstructed the last mirror, unlocking a special secret hidden third mirror. And then that's
That
where we
was the
left off.
one where we saw through the eyes of the guy who like transformed himself into a big monster, right?
Yeah.
Like destroying the city.
Yep. So he was trying to. He had been researching some things that he thought could help the conflict between the Yuan-Ti people and the Nagas, and um, kind of in a desperation attempt to save the Naga that had been trapped in his lab, he cast a spell, and after casting that spell, everything kind of went dark for him.
Rip.
I think the last thing that you guys were told was after seeing all the memories of this Yuan-Ti, you can see how horrible they've been to the Nagas.
Hmm.
And that's where we left off. Um,
The
s-
second trial.
yes, so that was the first trial. It was in the it was called that trial was called the Shell of Memory. So you were to just kind of witness the wrongdoings of the Yuan-Ti to the Nagas and kind of show you the consequences of messing with things that really should not be messed with, um, as exemplified by the abomination at the center of the Heartlock pool. Um, the Yuan-Ti in the middle is awake. He's kind of like stuck in the pool. Um, and so the trials are meant to calm him down, um, kind of bind him, and then ultimately, depending on how well you guys do, you'll be able to collect the water without too much conflict. Otherwise, you will have to fight him to the death.
That's scary.
Damn. We could probably take him.
Any questions?
Do we have other trials that we're doing? Because I thought I remember there being like 3 trials or something.
Yes, you guys are being led to a second room on this kind of spiral staircase down, um, and you guys will be led to a small garden. Um, where did I put these? Okay, so you guys are taken to a carved out section of Earth, pretty much, and you can see that they seem to have used a like a medium-sized cave and planted various foliage and flowers and other plants of the forest here. Um, there is a small stream of water coming down from the lake above, streaming downwards, and you can see that it kind of falls down into a lower portion of um, wherever you guys are right now. The moment you guys kind of touch um, the stone here, there's almost like this warmth that fills the air, and there's like an overwhelming sense of nostalgia that kind of washes over you.
Hi.
Hi, Zerk.
Finished our run. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Good. Um,
Also, E-Man, sorry for interrupting. I don't know if I missed it or if we're holding on to this for later. Did we look at the third? Did we use the shards to create a third mirror?
you guys collected all like the glass dust that was populating the shell of memory,
Yeah.
and using all of that dust, you were able to create like a third mirror at the end, and then you guys put
Yeah,
the
that's how we
shards that you
turned
had.
it one.
Yeah,
Wait, there were three. I only remember there was the first encounter, which was like the Colosseum battle. Then there's the
Mhm.
second one that had like I think it was like humans, like having a standoff with some kind of serpent creature or Naga or whatever.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was like the corrupted Naga escaped the lab, and they
yeah,
were trying to get it back alive.
yeah.
And I
The
saw it was something else. Or some of us saw it was something else, right? Because we passed those checks for the
yeah,
first and second one.
yeah. We can go through the memories again. Uh,
okay, thank you.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So the first memory that you guys had seen was of the Colosseum. So those of you who were not able to see through it, you guys saw this Yuan-Ti wizard who was pit up pit up against a Naga inside of a Colosseum. Um, Standing inside of like the Colosseum and watching were several other Yuan-Ti people, just like cheering and um, pretty much like booing the Naga, hoping for it to be subdued and killed, because um, the deal was that if the Naga beat the Yuan-Ti wizard, that it could go free. Otherwise, the Naga would stay imprisoned within the Yuan-Ti society. But those of you who passed saw something different, where it was two Yuan-Ti mages going head to head, and one of them was essentially fighting for approval for their hand in marriage. The Yuan-Ti mage that was in the original memory was fighting Sasava from Grelsey's lab a little while back. And this is like a memory from like ancient times. This is a very old memory, so a little weird.
It
Moving
turned
on.
she was like old.
Yeah. The second memory was of the same Yuan-Ti mage who was leading a group of Yuan-Ti soldiers to capture the corrupted Naga, seemingly at some sort of ritual ruins. And he was essentially just ordering them to capture him so that they can drag him back to the lab for more testing. But those of you who kind of realized it, seems like he was trying to be nice to the Naga as much as possible, telling the soldiers not to hurt the Naga too much, as he thinks he can cure him of whatever corruption has gone through him. And then the last memory was the same Yuan-Ti mage kind of coming to a epiphany. His research of time has been paid off, and he found a secret spell that he can use the Naga blood and the Yuan-Ti blood. And so in the final memory, he casts a spell, seemingly transforming himself into the creature that you guys see down in the pit. And he would be able to use this form to take control of the Yuan-Ti society and essentially whatever land that he chooses. But the realized memory was that the Yuan-Ti man found a cure for the corrupted Naga, but also he thinks he could help gain peace between the Naga and the Yuan-Ti people to create a better society. And so the Naga was ambushed essentially inside the lab by some sort of assassins, and the Yuan-Ti man cast a spell on himself to try and protect the Naga, and that's when he kind of blacked out from the spell.
Gotcha. All written down. I'm gonna take notes this time.
All
Yeah.
good.
So,
So yeah, that's where we left off.
So we are currently with Yuan-Ti. Wait, no.
These are the
Currently with the
Nagas.
Naga,
Yep.
who are leading us to the second trial. Do we know
Yes.
their names?
Nope.
I don't think we ever asked their names. I think we were more creeped out.
They've not seemed to ask your names for the most part. They just kind of
We do not care.
asked who you were, pretty generally, and then why you were there. So, you just have a couple minutes as they lead you to the next trial, to talk amongst yourselves or ask questions if you'd like.
You guys have any questions?
I don't think so.
I'll just kind of ask them, what can we expect in the second trial?
You will be shaping the bindings of the abomination in the Heartlock pool. You are well equipped to do so. His bindings will be strengthened, holding him back a bit. If you fail,
Ugh.
then you will possibly release him. And you will have to fight him at full strength.
Is he completely contained within the pool? Or if we break his bonds, is there a possibility he could escape?
He cannot leave the pool now. He's bound by it currently.
Hmm.
We have
Well,
to
that's all I
roll
got
to
for it.
make the bindings or something.
You will
I
use
guess we'll have to see.
your heart or your craftsmanship, whichever one
All
you think
right.
is better.
Craftsmanship. Wait, I thought there was a
Hmm.
secret. I thought there was a secret door we saw. Oh no, the secret thing we saw was because of was the healing one, right?
Uh, the secret one was the memory of the assassins at the end.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So now it's literally just do this and then get out, right?
You have to do this and then retrieve the waters.
Okay.
Oh, great.
But wait,
Hmm?
what's the monster stored down here? Like, why do we see those memories? Is that's the dude that like failed the experiments that's sealed, right? That's that dude.
Yeah, the monster is this dude.
Hmm. It's like the monster in the pool.
Yeah.
So we went on a
I guess we
rampage.
weren't really like supposed to see the third memory, I guess is what was implied. Like we were supposed
Mhm.
to get the backstory about why he's the enemy, but I guess like not really see his perspective on it too much. Yeah.
Because he doesn't
I'm
seem
back.
like a bad guy.
Mm-mm.
All right, chat. How funny would it be if we actually intentionally unleashed this monster and it was actually maybe the real monster was the friends we made along the way and
I
he
agree.
actually helped us?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I think we should ride
Uh,
him out of the
we should
nest.
we should what him?
Well, not like that.
Also, E-Man, do we have any idea how like do we know if this creature has any like ranged attacks?
Which one? The one in
Does it
the
have a
pool?
gun?
Not sure we
Yeah.
know
You have no clue. No.
Okay.
that.
I'm just wondering because there's like a ledge that we look down from to see him. So like if we could just like stand up there and just shoot it for a million hours and safe spot it, then that would be really funny, I think. LOL.
Yeah, but aren't we on our way down to the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
I think
if
it's implied
if
that
somebody
he's
could
way too strong for us to beat without doing the trials.
yeah, but I mean if it doesn't have any ranged attacks and I could just like stand, I could just fly up to the ledge and
I can just chuck
Eldritch
bombs down
blast
there.
it. Wait, that's even safer actually. You don't even need to like be in a wait, that's actually crazy.
We
Wait,
just hide.
why haven't the Yuan-Ti done that? What the fuck? Hello?
Maybe this
Because
is
they
something.
can't.
Maybe this is something that's immune to bombs.
Surely not.
Nothing's immune to
If
bombs.
something's immune to bombs, that just means you're not using the right bombs.
Honestly, that's true. DM, can I get a tactical nuke on this position?
Explode
That's gotta
DM,
be
I'd
at
like to call in
least
an
a few
orbital
days before it
strike.
dies.
DM, how much to have Dave give me a super nuclear bomb by
Oh my
feeding him bombs
gosh.
and he spits out a bomb? DM, how much for that? How much to make that happen?
DM, how much gold would it cost for us to set up the infrastructure to call in an orbital strike?
uh, anyways, so
Gandalf, arcane missile our position.
He didn't say no, guys. He didn't say no. Hold on.
Let's go.
So you guys arrive at the second trial. As you guys walk in, the Nagas welcome to the Garden of Creation, and they kind of walk into this lush cave. You see different plants and foliage lining the walls, and there's paths kind of running through it. And inside are these stone statues of Yuan-ti and Nagas in various poses, showing love and like frozen like in moments that they were in. Um, they're mostly serpentine and humanoid figures, and they're frozen in moments of devotion, fear, love, and rage. Um,
Hmm.
as you guys step foot inside of the garden, the stone beneath your feet feels warm, and there's an overwhelming sense of nostalgia that kind of washes over you. The air is fresh and smells very good, like floral scents and stuff. And in the center
What
of the
if I'm
garden,
allergic?
uh,
He's allergic to everything.
you are not allergic. Smile. In the center of the garden, there is a raised platform that holds a shallow basin of glimmering water, and inside of it, or beside it, is like this small pile of clay. You see that it shimmers and it almost raises and lowers as if it's breathing. Um,
And it's a little pot of
Is
clay.
it breathing?
the Nongos will. The land lives as all of us do. Uh, this
Did that
land.
thing just talk?
Bro.
That's not Tringa's voice. What the fuck?
I love how every session Zerk's like, oh, what the fuck is the voice of the only character that I have? Yar, I be trinket,
I
mateys.
forget about it. It wasn't even right either.
Yar, I'm a little raccoon here to plunder.
He's not a pirate. He's like a New Yorker, isn't he?
I think he should be a pirate.
It's supposed to be among us.
Forget about
Sorry, I
it.
got soup in my mouth. Give me a second. I got some soup in my mouth. I apologize. That was a little out of character. I apologize. Did that thing just talk to me?
That was
Here we
the
go.
that was the Naga that said that.
Oh, I thought that was. No offense. I thought that was the blob.
It's quite all right. And he's as he kind of leads you to it. Here you will shape the bindings of the Naga. The land was once shaped from our vision, and here the vision must shape the land again. Sculpt not what you know, but what he tried to forget.
What? So I want Trinket to just be deadpan staring at this guy like he didn't understand a word he said. Just what? And just like looking at him like he's expecting a way better explanation.
Should we roll like insight on this?
Yes, you can roll insight if you
Or-
like.
100%.
I'm
Yes.
gonna roll it.
Yikes.
No.
Dude, I can't wait for Trinket to get like a nat 20
Dude, it's
after
never
doing
gonna
that.
happen. It's never gonna happen.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Imagine. What?
Okay, yeah, no.
No
Oh
way.
my gosh. Trinket, can you roll
What's
Dude.
inside?
looking for? Inside check?
Yeah.
He's the only one. Can we, E-Man? Can you roll for
Oh yeah.
Everyone was so
for
confused
Rondox?
by me saying what. They lost track of the question.
Oh my fucking god!
Suddenly it just clicks in your head.
Trinket's the only person that understood it. Everybody else rolled single digits.
No,
What the
he
fuck?
explained it to me. I'm the only one that got it and was brave enough to ask a question.
As Trinket asked that, the Naga whisper in Trinket's ear.
Ah,
Yeah.
uh, I'll just, I'll DM it to you.
Wait, you'll do it?
You're
Wait,
like the
what?
only one who gets secret knowledge down here. I feel like Eman's up in
I
your
get
DMs every
secret
single time.
knowledge? Oh, I get secret DM knowledge.
Uh,
Okay. Wait, open my DMs? Wait, where?
Secret Naga knowledge.
Wait, is the Naga covering its mouth when it whispers?
Yes.
Wait, it said secret Naga knowledge?
Hold on. Is it gonna? Bro, where do my message go?
What?
Okay.
It felt so guilty that it literally went over my head. Just imagine it was like an old man where he's like, what?
There you go.
What are you saying? It's just like it shows up like a little piece of paper that says, in raccoon terms, do not craft the restraints, craft the memories that Abomination tried to forget. Wait. I mean, I know he hasn't been to Sephora in a while, but I mean, like, he's not an abomination. He's just missing a little bit of makeup, you know.
As you say that,
Type shit.
an expression of disgust falls over the Naga's face. That creature in there is an abomination to us and to the world. It's-
Wait, but why though?
You saw.
I mean, I watched the memories, but it was still a little confusing. Like, he wanted to marry the girl, and you beat her in the battle, and then like he said he had a cure for something, but then they like killed the thing anyway, and then he turned into the monster.
A look of confusion falls over this Naga's face. What are you speaking of? You saw the memories.
That's what the memories showed me.
You must have been tricked by him, influenced by his evil.
Well, actually, I passed the DC 18 intelligence check, and so I know I gained something. I
The
wanted
Naga
to
looks at you
say,
even more confused.
I want to break the
True.
fourth wall and say that shit. Like, actually,
Looks into the camera.
looks into the camera.
I'd like to imagine the Nog is the one that looks into the camera and just like points at Trinket and is like, "Get a load of this guy."
Get a load of this guy. That was like, wait a minute. So does the water come from the abomination? Because like, what the heck is the special water? Like, what makes the water special? Is that his like blood or something gets in it, or like? Ugh.
This water has been blessed by the mother. It
Giving
flows.
mother, okay.
Naga whispers.
Whose mother?
What?
Your mother? My whose mother?
The
Like the
mother.
king's mother?
The prime god of land and creation.
I'm on that. I'm looking for it.
I think I've heard that might be Janine. No.
Her name is
Thinking of
Nisnevin.
Miss Nevin. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of a different person. Hey,
God
if
of
ever in
moon and light.
Spindlebrook, you gotta meet her.
Evan.
Nisnevin.
Kevin?
She's one of the primary gods. She is the goddess of the land and creation.
Mm. Oh,
Wait.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Wait, but who imprisoned this guy? Was it the god too? Because like the god of land and creation imprisoned something.
We imprisoned him after he rampaged through the land here, destroyed his entire civilization, and tried to wipe us out as well.
Oh, that's because he
I'm not
went
glad.
mad after he took the serum that was supposed to cure the disease that was going back then. Like, it's a real tragic story, honestly. Like, I don't know if you keep him in there, like, are you keeping him restrained to like kill him? But like,
The Naga's tail kind of wraps around you. It's alright. His madness can spread to those with weak minds.
weak mind. Hey, what's 9 plus 10?
19.
Wrong answer. 21. Look at this guy. I'm gonna turn it on the computer and say that. Freaking Peter, fuck Big P.
He's
7?
grabbing me, by the way.
Tally chimes in. Peter, you were just told the answer. It's 21. How'd you get it wrong?
No, I
Concerned
still
look.
think it's 7.
I passed raccoon school with straight A's. I assure you, I am sound of mind.
Raccoons have school?
Yeah. Well, I also loved like the fun part where like, if I felt like you really, put this test to like, accommodate me, which I really appreciate because there was one part where I had to use my little raccoon fingers to just pick up all the little glass pieces and form the mirror together. And it showed us the memory of like them killing the one guy, even though they said they could cure him.
You weren't supposed to know any of that. The intern at the end told us not to tell him that we saw the third mirror, that we knew it actually happened.
Unfortunately, Pattern, you and I are in a party of people who fuck us
Oh,
over at
yeah.
every turn.
The Naga almost has like a slight smile. At least you passed part of the test.
I knew it. Okay. 5 stars on this trial. Thank you so much. I really appreciated that part. Like, no idea. I'm gonna flick up a gold coin.
Well, that's gold is insane.
You should also give him some handkerchiefs.
No, he deserves it. Hey, you want to see something cool?
Alright.
I don't know if it's just me, but I imagine Trinket flipping the coin at the Naga. The coin like bounces, like the Naga just watches the coin in flight as it bounces off of it, and it just like doesn't react at all.
It doesn't react. It just clicks to the floor. And it just sits there for like 5 seconds. Want to see something cool? They start pulling handkerchiefs out of her mouth.
Oh no. The Naga looks at you all. Are we ready to move on with this trial?
Hold on. Okay, we're good. Italian food, am I right?
Right.
And he's gonna
No.
turn around and start walking the wrong direction.
Trinket?
What?
Uh,
Uh,
Over
we're
here,
going.
buddy.
Oh, but I thought it was north.
I guess they don't teach you directions in raccoon school.
Hey, no, don't you dare this raccoon school. I got my certificate. You see him pull out of his backpack. Pristine, gold embroidered raccoon school graduate. Not signed by anybody. Nodded and nodded. And fucking like no school, no nothing. Just raccoon school graduate. Puts it
Wow,
back
that's
in his bag.
impressive.
Thank you.
So, Where are we going? I look at the Naga.
North.
We are here. You will craft this clay using the divine water. Like I said, craft not the restraints, but craft the feelings and emotions that the abomination tried to forget.
Hmm. Gorcha.
I don't know what that
I'm
means.
going to go
So-
over to the clay and
Well,
kind
I
of
have an idea.
sure.
The 3 eggs. Yup.
Wait, what
Okay,
eggs?
What?
so you
Oh,
guys, you guys can use several things here. So if you would like, you can try to pretty much tell me one of the like symbols or one of the emotions that we talked about a little bit last time. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully people have notes on this.
Yup, you know us.
um, so essentially, you guys can use insight or religion, performance, sleight of hand, or arcana or history. So you're essentially using your like you're recalling the information. You're either crafting like a symbol with like artistic abilities, or you can try to
Mm-hmm.
connect with the emotions or kind of like a divine feeling of the memories. Um,
Mm-hmm.
to simplify it, you can either choose the raw memory that you guys saw, or you can choose the, um, I guess, like discovered one that some of you saw.
Oh, I want to
Okay.
use the discovered one. That was on the raccoon enabled part.
Okay. Uh, moving forward, though, Peter would like to craft the 3 eggs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Go ahead and make a performance or sleight of hand check.
Performance or sleight of hand. There. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yo, Nat
Dude,
20.
what?
Let's go.
Double nat 20? Like what?
That is
Double
Yo,
crazy.
double.
we're about to see the DM roll 5 nat ones in a row. Let's go. What's happening today? It's our turn. It's our turn, bitch.
Peter, you walk forward and just grab a good lump of the clay. Using the water, you smooth out its edges and almost like perfect like egg shapes of these cracked stone eggs are crafted. And Peter even like has these little details of like the cracks like running down like the fine lines and um, some of the foliage or vines are kind of sculpted a little bit out of them. And Peter, you are now holding a uh, kind of it's like still like a clay statue of these eggs.
In another life, I was an artist.
What?
Peter, you're really good at that.
Peter, how did you do that?
As you
I didn't know you had
Natural talent, I guess.
I didn't know
It's
you had fine
glorious.
motor control like that.
I've never seen a perfectly circular egg before. How did you do it?
next
Um,
next to the basin, there's like a small like table almost that you can use to work, but there's also a portion of it where you can set your statue down.
What the
To
hell?
kind of like display it or lock it in, so to speak.
okay, so I'm gonna put mine in, I guess.
Okay. As you place it down, you see the earth, the clay that before was like almost like um, enlarging and um, becoming smaller, almost like it was breathing. And as you place the eggs down, you can see portions of like the cracks of the eggs kind of start to cave in, like they're living. Like you're watching them, like these stone eggs just like cracking in real time. All right.
Like Peppa.
Who would like to go next?
Yeah.
So
Uh,
what kind of
I don't have any idea of what to craft, to be honest. So I don't even. Can I
would
just
like
like roll, and if I get a good roll, can you
Yeah.
can? Hell yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to use like your emotion, your artistic ability, or like your memory?
You said I could roll Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll do that.
Okay. Uh,
Oh,
did also
okay.
did you realize any of the memories? I can't remember which ones.
I did not realize that was a double nat 20.
Yup. I don't think I realized either of the memory, like the true forms of the memories.
Okay.
Cause I was in the Colosseum battle.
Yeah.
Like actually battling, and then the second one, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So you're 0 for 3 essentially. Okay.
Yeah, you could say I'm pretty good at this.
Okay.
Literally one of the best.
Which memory did you want to try and recall?
The standoff.
Okay. So, Tally, recalling the memory, you let your mind kind of guide your hands as you start to craft this statue, and you craft the statue of the Naga, like this corrupt Naga with the Yuan-Ti people surrounding it. Their faces are angry and malicious, and the Naga kind of retaliating that same emotion. And as you put it down, the clay begins like to move and animate, and you see the Nagas attacking you see the Yuan-Ti attacking the Naga pretty brutally.
Damn.
Peter, the clay that you placed kind of shimmers in unnatural sunlight that's kind of beaming down, but Tally, yours almost becomes dark and like it's drying out and hardening.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
But you succeeded.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so
wait, is this
what did you
arts and
sculpt?
crafts?
What did you sculpt that worked, Mana?
Yeah, E-Man, what did I sculpt?
It was the second memory of the Naga's attack, or the Yuan-Ti attacking the Naga pretty brutally. And they were pretty malicious about it. So it was the bad memory.
Seeing them go, I would like to go, wait, this is arts and crafts? Oh my gosh, we get to make a diorama of what happened? Okay, it's gotta be the first one. I want to make a picture. I'm gonna use can I use my Arcana on this?
Yep, you can.
Okay, I want to use my Arcana. I'm gonna make the diorama of the fucking, the Colosseum where it was like love and everything, but I need you to understand, like, he thinks this is arts and crafts, and with such a prestigious degree, right? This is gonna be like a child's art project, is the quality that this is going to come out. So no matter what I roll, that's what it's gonna
13.
be. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't quite get the eyes right, and they're drooping.
Can I assist as an
You like
experienced
before you
craftsman?
finish, like you're like trying to put things together, and pieces of the clay just like fall off, and you're like desperately trying to put them back together.
Trinket, as you try to craft this scene of two Yuan-Ti kind of facing off, one of them is almost crafted to be a little bit larger than the other. Your proportions aren't quite right.
Oh my god.
It's like one of the
It's
legs
perspective. It's perspective. One is closer than the other.
Yup,
one of
yup.
the legs is clearly just a wad I threw on there to start with, that I just left there. So it's just like a really bulbous leg for no reason.
You see like the left arm like plops to the ground
Oh
as
my
it falls,
God.
and the clay, as you place it down on the pedestal to like display it, your malformed larger one almost like morphs into the shape of this naga, and you see the fight between the naga and the yuan-ti begin to play out.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not what I did.
And
Hey, no. I'm just gonna immediately go back and try again.
you cannot try again. As you're like remembering the memories, you kind of hear these like soft whispers echoing kind of from all around you, but almost like nowhere at the same time, of kind of like tainting your memories. Almost like there's like this mad voice in your head telling you what to do.
Another one?
Yes, another one.
Remember? I'm
Dude,
resistant to that.
Trinket's just fucking stacking voices at this point. This is devious.
I think he's slowly turning into fucking Moon Knight.
Mind
Oh my
infected.
god.
I would.
I'm mooning.
How's Dave doing, by the way? You hungry
Oh,
yet or something?
Hmm?
Is Dave hungry yet?
When you
Oh,
guys
Dave's been fine.
entered this kind of sanctuary, Trinket asked Dave a question, and Dave was dead silent. Dave did not want to present himself at
Oh,
all
right.
here.
I forgot about that.
Oh, probably because he's hiding from the goddess in the sacred lands. I'm gonna whisper in my mind, Dave, are you a little shy of the goddess? Do you have a crush on her? Do you have a crush on her, Dave? Come on, Dave.
Do not speak to me here.
Item.
Oh, I see how it is, Dave.
Spicy.
Okay, I'll make sure to put in a good word for you if I see her. Okay.
You see, as you speak to Dave, the clay almost almost begins to like warp towards you.
Oh, hey,
My bad,
hey,
y'all.
what was that?
Away.
What was that? What was that? Hey, did anybody else see that? That clay just moved. I think it's alive.
The clay's been moving the whole time, just as a.
But it like it moved towards me specifically, like
yes.
reaching out like eerily.
Jasper will
Guys,
walk forward
I
and
don't want to be
try.
Let's let the blind man make a sculpture.
Why is Dave unhappy here?
You don't know?
It could be because like the places has what's her face's the Earth Goddess's magic, and he's like kind of a celestial being, but like mega evil.
Can one of you guys help me? Where's this clay?
Of course,
Oh, right.
Jasper.
Jasper's here. All right, Jasper. Wait, where is the
Oh,
clay?
I forgot we had the blind old man with us.
You guys are right next.
Where did you come from?
The clay is like just beneath the basin. You guys are pretty much like shoveling it out of the ground as you guys can like wet it with the water.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna get a piece of mud and put it in his hand
thank you.
I can share
without
my
saying
screen.
anything.
I'll
I
take
get-
anything.
Just that's poop. No.
I will try
I would.
to
Ask and you
assist.
shall receive.
I'll try to assist with the mending cantrip as best I can. If anything breaks off, I'll try to like mend it back.
Can you fix mine too?
Jasper kind
Yours
of
is already done.
is feeling around for everything, and he's like almost like muttering something under his breath to himself as he sculpts.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Can I give him advantage
Yeah.
because we're sharing senses technically because he's my master right now because we did that last session. Remember?
I think you have an ability to do that, right?
Well, it's just it's on charisma save. Or actually, wait, where is it? Where is it? Binding, natural armor, magic bonding, familiar. Gonna find it eventually. Heart sight. No, find it. I know it's something, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a 1d4, like a inspiration. Would that even help? Would
As
that
long as
save him from something horrible?
it's a feat, you can do it, but you won't be able to do the help action.
Oh, okay. Where is it? Am I crazy? I know I had something. I swear I'm looking through all my traits.
Uh,
Wait, condense. Condense.
Shoot.
Find my master, heart sight. No, familiar to true talent, helper. No. My master. No. Am I crazy? I could have sort of. I know I'm not crazy. Am I just blind? Analysis, medical team, generic spells, custom. Wondrous invention.
Wait, so Jasper could have just used your senses to find where the clay was for a bit earlier.
It
Does he just like
basically.
not know that he can?
There's a
It's
class
more like
feature.
me. The DM doesn't know that he can't because I keep forgetting.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. My bad.
You're good.
Bro, I can't find this. Maybe I am going crazy.
If it's less than a D8, then it probably won't help.
Oh, it's less than a D8, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, if it's an advantage, then it's not less than a D8, but I can see if I can
Oh no,
find it
it's
somewhere.
on saving throws. It's a saving throws and attack throws. It's RC or shit.
Okay.
Give advantage, and that's not it.
Okay.
You have an emotional insight on how to keep them safe. While your master can see or hear you, they have advantage on saving throws made against being charmed or frightened. Yeah, and then
Gotcha.
additionally, when your master succeeds on those throws, they get advantage on their next attack.
Okay. They will plop down a lump of clay that looks very like unsightly, and it's almost like a. It looks like he tried to craft like the creature itself, but he did a very poor job. You see like its arms and heads are kind of like drooping down, like he used too much water, and it's just like this long lump with like a tail, essentially. Um,
It's just a giant tadpole.
as he places it down, you see it almost begin to animate, and almost like its heads are trying to like stick out of the lump, like they're like clawing their way out. The clay begins to animate.
Oh.
One, two. Okay.
Oh my god, that thing's moving. Does anybody else see that? There's something trying. What did you do?
Is it good?
No.
Beautiful, Jasper.
It's great.
It looks just like him.
Is he gonna roll insight on it?
No, he's not.
Is he happy? Did we make him happy?
He's. I'm glad it's good. Thanks.
You're welcome. This is a load
I would
of
like to just like
approach the clay and kind of like see how it reacts to. Because if it reacted to Dave, I just kind of want to see like. Actually, I think I'll try to like pick some kind of flower from the nearby foliage and just bring it over to the clay and kind of observe how it reacts to it. Can I make like an investigation check?
Yeah. If you want to bring a flower from,
Oh, I was so bad.
so you just pluck a flower and try to see what the clay
Mhm.
does. Okay. As you
He
pluck
breaks
the
down.
flower,
I'll
you
like bring it over to the clay. Yeah.
okay. Do you try to plant it or just like
No,
okay?
I'll just like set it down near it.
It just continues to like expand and contract, almost like it's breathing.
Gotcha. I'm going to try to use my sculpting prowess and experience. Can I make a nature check and try to like sculpt Sasava?
Um, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Like analyze her anatomy or something? Oh!
Oh,
That was so bad. Okay.
You sculpt
Now
like
I'll try to
Quava
a
took all I luck.
holding the
Quava took
flower.
all I luck at the beginning of the session. Me and Quava used it all. Me with the 18, Quava with the double that 20. It's over.
as you try to sculpt the Sava, you kind of just sculpt like the general shape of a humanoid almost. It's a little rough around the edges, but
It's a Roblox character.
you place it down and um, similar to Tally's and Jasper's, it kind of darkens and begins to crack as you set it down. Um, and you, as you're sculpting, these whispers almost like fill your head, telling you and like trying to guide you through the process as well. They're pretty like guilt tripping you almost, or like making you feel guilty and shame as you fail at your task.
Hmm. Maybe Sasava is not something he wants to forget.
As you guys finish sculpting the clay, you see all of your pieces begin to like lump together and start to form this creature almost. Um, but you see some of its faces are like flat, like humanoid, while others are very snake-like. And you can see as they come together, they clump together, and you see them begin to darken and crack, and this shadow begins to emerge from it. Um, and it begins to grow and grow and grow until there's just like this shadow looming over you. Um,
I. No, sorry. What?
Oh! What the fuck?
What?
uh, you guys hear these voices begin to fill your heads. It wasn't supposed to go like this. I was supposed to take everything. As you see all these hands of darkness begin to reach out and try to grasp you. Uh, can everyone please roll initiative as you guys will have to fight this thing?
Yikes!
Can we save him?
Yikes!
You can try.
How the fuck do we save him?
You feel this overwhelming presence of guilt and shame kind of fill the area and like air around you. Um,
That's impossible. Trinket can't feel this.
um, and as you guys be as the fight begins, can everyone please make a wisdom saving throw?
I'm good at that.
Oh shit! Quava, no. Uh,
My second roll was a 20.
Yeah, you actually had advantage on that, I think, Quaba.
oh
So
no.
Oh, you have advantage, Peter?
no, I'm just
Um,
saying that.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yes.
okay, my bad.
Yes.
I mean,
I made a very beautifully crafted egg.
that's true. I think you kind of deserve advantage after that.
I will
I
say,
think with that,
Mhm.
Peter should get like a permanent bonus to like craftsmanship or something.
nah.
Double that 20 is crazy. Come on, just a +1. Just a
Get
+1.
inspiration for that. For an
Maybe
egg.
2. How the fuck do I do initiative again? Oh wait, there it is.
Yeah, you click on your token, you click innate. Oh, it would help if I
So
had.
I can roll
20?
a 20 on initiative, but a 7 on the wisdom.
Fuck.
Alright. Uh, Alright. Alright. So yeah, as
And the metal band showed up too.
Question, do we have a battle map up right now?
no, I don't
Gotcha.
have. So as this thing kind of looms over you, you guys feel this guilt begin to just like engulf you. Um, Peter, Tally, Trinket, and Jasper are kind of all engulfed by this as you guys begin to just like remember all of these memories and visions of regret in your past. Um, you guys will not be able to use a bonus action until the end of your next turn.
Hmm.
Soren, as this guilt begins to kind of like consume you, remember all the things that you have done good up until now, and that kind of helps push the guilt away. As you remember, you can't change the past, so you might as well change what you can do in the future. And you think that
Mhm.
you can uh, help this creature relieve itself of guilt somehow, possibly by reminding it of the good things that it could have done or might have done in its past and future.
Gotcha.
Right, Trinket, it's your turn.
Well, considering Trinket just saw the only thing he's regretted in his life, which is this one time he really wanted a sandwich, right? From this local shop. But he didn't get there in time, and he knew he should have bought it earlier before his lessons. Before his lessons. And he didn't make it in time. He's regretted it ever since. It's the only regret he's had. Only regret.
Okay.
Trinket is gonna full on do the hey man and like put his arm on his shoulder and everything and be like,
Oh my god, you're walking
I get it.
within
I
melee
get it
range
too,
of the
man.
multi-armed shadow creature.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go, hey man, I get it, man. I've been there too. Just pull full persuasion to get him to just calm the fuck down and lock
Are
in
we
for a
gonna
second.
roll persuasion?
Make a
Just the,
persuasive
just the,
check.
just the hey man.
Hey man, I know what it's like to be at your lowest low.
Hey man.
As you say that, Trinket, um, uh, sorry, one sec. You see like a hand like reach out, trying to like grasp at you. If only I were more powerful, I could have controlled the world.
Hey, no. You see, it's the could have there, man. Like you need to understand. Like even if you had all the power, you'd still be as unhappy as you are now. We gotta get to the root of this.
Does not seem to hear you out.
Pulls out a megaphone. We got to get through.
All right, Tally.
It's my turn. Ow! Just pass
Uh,
my knees on my desk.
uh,
You're able to attack it as normal if you would like, or you can.
okay.
Yeah, you just feel like this guilt
Or you can walk
overwhelming.
within melee range of it.
True.
I might just attack it. I don't know if reasoning with it or trying to reason with it is a good idea,
At this
especially
point,
since it didn't seem to listen to Trinket.
Yeah, at this point, it seems to just try to just like fill your head with guilt and shame, and it seems you just like you see its arms kind of motioning like it's about to attack somebody. So
I wonder who that could be.
All right. I'll try to distance myself. As I don't know what kind of space I have to work with, but I'll try to distance myself, and
Hey,
then
man.
yep. I'm gonna do my classic high IQ complex strategy of running away, and then
okay,
yep.
all right. You shoot 3 Eldritch blasts towards it. The first one hits for 9, and the second one will graze it for 6, and the last one will miss. You see as your blasts pierce through it, the force almost like dissipates the shadow for a moment, leaving like a big gaping hole as it closes for a moment. It seems you've been damaged by it though.
Can I wait? This is kind of a weird question since I just um like used an action. I don't know if I could do it. Could I roll for insight?
Yep, you can. What are you trying to do exactly? Sorry.
To try to just like see what this creature, like what this thing is,
Okay.
or like the source of it, sort
Uh,
of. Even though it's kind of
yeah.
yeah.
That will be that would be your action. So if you would like to do that instead, you
Oh,
can.
never mind.
Okay.
LOL.
Okay. All right. Soren.
Soren will trying to keep an eye on Trinket. Cast Conjure Animals and send 2 dire wolves towards his location to try to like, I guess, create space between the shadow monster and Trinket.
Hell yeah! You just see Trinket like
And I
just kind of
keep
like, hey man, get off. He's like brushing like the hands off of him, like get off, man. You just stop
I'll
pulling him.
summon one between Trinket and the monster, and I'll keep one next to me.
You won't be able to summon it like in trinket space, but
Oh, gotcha.
you can use it like its attack to grapple trinket and pull it away if you'd like.
Mm,
If trinket will allow.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I will allow it.
Okay.
He just grab my scruff. He's just like, ew, dude. Like he's starting to realize, like, okay, maybe I can't talk to this thing right now.
Fucking bites your neck and throws you back.
He's
Yeah.
like, pulling me.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
That should be good.
Yeah. On the creature's turn, it'll reach out to your wolf, and you see this black hand emerge from its shadow as it tries to grasp it.
Oh, my wolf.
So this one's next to you, and this one's
That was a good roll.
all right. So as it reaches out, it will hit your wolf, and it'll do 16 damage to it as it kind of like crushes it with guilt. You see your wolf like whimpers for a moment. Peter.
Okay, so the Divine Smite is my bonus action, not this, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hit it twice with
Okay.
my sword.
All right.
Okay.
All right. 26 will hit to 12. We'll say that you went on the flank with the wolf, maybe. Wink.
Sure.
Wink. Okay. All right. So those will both hit for 17 slashing.
Yippee!
All right. Trinket. It's your turn again.
All right. Seeing as this is a shadow creature DM, I have a question.
hmm
Per
It is.
se,
Sorry.
it's made
It
of
is
shadows, right?
not a shadow creature. It seems to be that. Make an insight check.
Uh,
It seems like a shadow creature.
Looks like a shadow creature.
Well, DM, since it's a shadow, right? Shadows don't like light, so I'm thinking this flashbang that I have might be able to do some damage, right? Because it's a really bright light, really, really, really bright light.
You can sure try.
Well, I'm gonna throw a flashbang.
It's your
Can I
flashbang.
command my wolves to not look at it? Is that a thing I can do?
That is
That
not a
spell?
thing you can do.
Fuck.
Failure safety
That's
So-
six, so that's a
turn.
13.
So this is either gonna hit Peter or the wolf. Which one?
I would say take the wolf.
Gonna get the wolf because it bit a little too hard.
Have the wolf make a
Think
const.
fast, chuckle nuts.
You have the
Bro, I
wolf make
said
a.
chill.
Okay.
Oh,
What'd you say?
Can you have the
Oh, yeah,
wolf make a Constitution saving throw?
DC 13.
13.
Now,
The wolf is blinded.
what about the shadow
Um,
creature? You rolled a 5.
Tally.
Wait, nothing happened to the thing?
It does not seem like it. No.
It rolled a 5. What?
Great.
Oh. Hey, wait a minute. Wait,
Let's not have
this thing ain't
eyes.
made of shadows. This thing's a liar. Okay, I end my turn because that's just not like what can I can't roll 2 insight rolls on the same turn.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Tally.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do something out of the ordinary. I'm gonna triple Eldritch Blast and end my turn.
Okay.
Yep,
The
yep.
first and last one will hit. 16. Soren.
Hmm. Fuck. Um.
It's okay. You have a wolf.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I forget how this works. It's been like a month.
Good.
Conjure animals, I can command them on my turn to move
Yes.
and attack. Okay. I think I will. Is the blinding like how long does that last for the flashbang?
I believe it's a minute or until. Yeah, it's a minute, or you can make this, and then you'll make the save at the end of your turn.
Okay. I will, as best I can, command the one at the shadow creature to switch places with the one that's by my side. And I'll command the one that's moving towards the shadow creature to make an attack on it.
Okay.
He will, I guess all he can do is bite. Bite.
Will miss. And then as your
Yike.
other wolf moves away, it'll get attacked.
Oh,
Opportunity
alive.
attack, but it'll miss.
Gotcha.
It has advantage because it's blinded. It'll still miss. Okay.
I will cast Infestation on the shadow creature.
mm.
Okay.
I cast bugs in your skin. Oh.
Bug attack! Bug attack! Bug
I feel
attack!
like that has to be fucking terrifying. Oh.
As you cast Infestation, you see a cloud of mites and fleas and other parasites begin to like swarm the creature, but nothing seems to happen.
Oh shit. Gotcha.
Hey, can anybody get a read on what the fuck this thing actually is? Because it didn't get blinded by that. That wolf got blinded. We all saw that. It didn't even blink.
Doesn't seem to have like a corporeal form, I guess.
Has it blinked?
It has not blinked, no.
Oh no. Are its
It'll
eyes looking dry though?
no.
Oh no. Self-lubricating eyeballs.
You see the multiple hands on it kind of like shift around on its body, and one of them comes down and engulfs your wolf, but it'll fail, missing. Peter.
All right.
Wolf clutch! Wolf clutch!
As he lashes out. I could have succeeded, only if they didn't hold me back. As Peter hits it twice, 9. The 14 will graze it for 3. Um, and as you hit it, Peter, your sword will strike it, and you see the creature just like dissipate quickly, and it's like no. And you just there's still this like sense of this like sorrow and guilt just like filling the air around you, but the creature has been slain.
Dang.
Huge.
That was sad.
Big.
Why did I have to be the one to do the final blow on it?
Oh my god, he's dead. I thought we were supposed to talk to him. What the fuck, Big B?
As the creature
I don't know.
dissipates,
Tally started attacking it.
Sally, what the fuck? You started blasting. I hit him with the trident too. Hey man. And you just start blasting? I mean, hey, to be fair, I did throw a flashbang, but I thought it would cool everybody down.
as you guys uh, defeat the creature, you notice that the clay that you guys all crafted has formed into a complete form, and it seems to be in the form of the creature down in the pit. And you see its head snapping
Oh.
angrily.
Bro, he's pissed. You pissed him off.
See, look, like we were trying to have a conversation, and like, hey, I know, like, I understand. Me and my friends got a little rowdy. I did throw a flashbang. They did shoot you several times and then stab you. I'm sorry. On their behalf, I apologize.
Are you talking to Clay?
I'm talking to the clay.
I apologize on my behalf.
I'm not apologizing. That's crazy. He crashed out.
Crashed out. Blood crashed out.
Moments later, the Naga will approach you all. Mm,
Well, how do you think that went?
this
Did
is
we pass?
not a good sign for you.
Oh. Should we not have killed it?
Did we fail the professional communications portion of the exam? I knew I should have studied.
Oh
I'm
god.
sorry.
Killed what?
A shadowy form came out of the clay sculptures that we made and attacked us. And I guess we fought it off, but now it
Hey,
looks
it didn't
really
attack us.
angry.
None of us are hurt. Nobody got hit. We literally shot it on sight.
You took my wolf. That counts.
Okay, he did hit the dog, and that's a little bit unacceptable.
Facts. I'll cast Lesser Restoration on my dog to cure it of its blindness.
Okay.
Well, can't you just
Poor
unsummon it
doggy.
anyway and put it
Yeah.
back and it's not blind?
Your dog will
Nah,
disappear
I'm keeping
in
him.
shortly. In an
Okay,
hour.
so we
Sorry.
made it
Sorry.
Last
Sorry.
really
24 hours.
In an hour.
angry, and it's really bad, and I'm guessing that's because our clay sculptures,
Sucked.
yeah, for the most part.
Huh, not mine though.
Except
Huh.
mine. Mine was amazing. It was almost as good as yours, Big B, but like mine was really good. I mean, like I got the proportions right, the passion in the leg, like I worked really hard on it.
Yeah, Trinket. Maybe you
Yeah.
and Peter could learn from each other. That'd probably be good for you guys.
Absolutely. I have so much I could teach you, Big B.
I can
Yeah.
learn so
You're
much
gonna
from
be
an artist of your craft.
all of my work is what we call abstract. Only true artists understand this. So, Do we pass the test, or do we have to go to summer school again?
There's but one more trial for you.
Okay, there's a bonus question. Whew.
It is much more straightforward than the last two.
This one, like, I tell you, when I played it that big, I did not understand what question 36 was talking about here.
You will simply walk down the forked path, and what you believe is what will happen.
What?
At the end, you will receive a scale, and we will be able to use this scale not to restrain the abomination physically, but mentally, if it's the correct one.
Wait, so anything I imagine when I walk down to the other end will become reality.
That's right.
Manifesting $1 million right now.
DM,
Oh no.
trinket.
Do not
Upon
manifest
hearing
a
that,
giant sandwich, Zerk. I swear to God.
would only think of having his bestest of buddies join him
Oh my
as
god.
a
No.
as a
No.
friendly,
He's gonna
as,
crash the fuck out and
as a
ravage the
chef,
entire
as
net.
a chef. Now,
DM, can we kill this guy with hammers?
for the sake of this campaign,
Can
if
my blind dog
Trinket,
fucking rip his throat
for
out?
the sake
Uh-huh.
of this campaign and everybody in this temple, how bad would it be if Dave was the thing I was thinking of going through the tunnel?
He made you insane when you even tried to talk to him. Imagine how pissed he would be if you summoned him.
Okay, but I imagine him as like a cool, like a chef demon buddy, like, who has like a really cool shop because he's just fooling around in the upper world.
You know what? It's on you. It's on you what
Yeah,
happens.
you
DM,
can walk down
how
the path and
how
imagine whatever you
bad
want.
I
I
can't wait
just
for there to be like a gimmick where you have to like roll for how accurate it'll be in your mind, and you'll roll like a 1, and he will just like nuke the place.
no,
Just
no,
like
no.
instantly
What
killing
comes out?
everything.
What comes out is like a kid's like 2D drawing with like crayon and shit of just like really shitty uneven proportions. Like me and Dad. It's me and Dave.
Gosh,
Hey man, how bad would it be?
you have no clue.
Oh god.
Now, like, so for clarification, whatever are we supposed to think about something that's supposed to seal the guy, or like whatever like our deepest of heart's desires walking through this tunnel?
When you walk through the tunnel, magic will penetrate the deepest parts of your mind,
Huh.
and whatever you believe to be true is what will determine if you pass or fail.
Okay, Dave, I know you're such a good guy. I know Dave's a good guy. I know Dave's a good guy. I know Dave's a good guy. He's just repeating that in his head over and over and over and over and over. He's gonna go, we just walk right through, right?
Yes.
Trigg's just gonna start marching through. Just no fear. Just Dave's a good guy. Dave's a good guy. Dave's a good guy. Dave's a good guy. He's a cool chef. Dave's a cool guy.
The Naga will lead you guys down to the bottom of the sanctuary, like the spiral sanctuary, near the Heartlock pool. There are these metal stone. There are these metal, like a metal cage around the Heartlock pool that contains the abomination, and there's like these stone pillars in between the bars, almost that kind of act as the structural support for it. Um, there is uh, like a gate almost on these bars, but there's also you see in the back of the um, prison, there is like this long tunnel that just kind of stretches and curves into darkness. The Naga will lead you to another opening at the bottom. Um, you will walk through here, and you will emerge from there. And he points to inside of the prison.
Oh fuck.
Oh my.
And then he'll also
Man.
he'll give you like a small, like wooden bowl almost, and you can collect the water with this. And it's about 4 uses, or 1 use, sorry.
Torture. Well,
Okay,
who
but
wants to
like,
go
why
first?
why a bowl though? Like, what? Why didn't you bring a bottle? Like this, if we just like accidentally trip, we're gonna spill this like really sacred water. Like, doesn't that compromise the entire point of this operation? Like, I thought this was sacred. I mean, no disrespect, but a bowl?
He'll hand you a lid with a bowl.
Okay, thank you. I apologize. I didn't know you had lids for it. Thank you so much. Y'all have been so accommodating. I apologize for my rudeness. He's gonna flick him another gold coin and it just digs on their body into the ground again. He's gonna turn around and walk
All
He's
right.
driving with gumbo without a top.
uh,
in.
would you like to try and force Dave out of like his slumber? He's like essentially like delved deep into the book so that his presence is
Oh
masked.
God.
Would you like to try and force him out?
It wouldn't be forcing
Sure.
him out. It's like it's basically think of what your deepest heart's like think is. It's like I know one day Dave will be a good guy and we can just cook and have a barbecue together. That is exactly what Trinket would be thinking about.
Can I? I don't know if this
If
is
I'm
a
being
weird suggestion.
completely accurate to the character, that is exactly what he would be thinking about.
Zerk, wouldn't Trinket be like communicate with Dave? Like, Dave, I'll finally get to meet you in person. Isn't that wonderful?
I mean, it's think about Dark Desires. When Dave's been like, being like, don't talk to me here. You know what, you're right. I would probably imagine be like Dave. I'm like, the coolest thing would be if you were out here having the barbecue with me and we're eating some really good food together. That's all I'm thinking about.
Can you make a religion
I
check for
would say
Dave?
that. I would love to make a religion check for Dave.
Dave, this is
That's a
gonna be the best date
fuck.
ever.
Okay.
That's
Uh,
a 12.
so you guys will kind of walk in as a group, and as Trinket walks in, he's like talking to Dave. Are you speaking out loud or just like in your head?
In my head, in my head, in my head.
Okay. But yeah, as you guys walk through, the walls of this tunnel begin to glow with these natural flora along the top, so you guys can all see. And the walls almost like um, slither back and forth, and it seems to be much longer than you guys had expected. And the walls almost like warp and move with you. Um, it's down
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
to
I
12.
failed the religion check. I rolled a 12.
And then, did anyone else fail all 3 of the memories? I can't remember. I
I
think.
don't think so.
Oh my gosh. I didn't write this
My
down.
bad.
No, you're good.
I
I
only
I
I
think
failed
we all
one
got
of
at
them.
least
I
one.
got one of them.
I got the
I f-
second one. I failed the first one though.
I got
I
like the
failed
third
one.
one, I think.
Do you mean like the save to get into the memory, or
Yeah,
like the save to like realize what was happening within it?
Jasper failed all of them, I think.
Yeah, he failed all 4.
Uh-oh.
So
The old
6,
man is finally a burden.
9 fails. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you guys walk along the path and it begins to warp, you begin to see these um, this like ornate like marble floor begin to stretch out in front of you, and there's these very pristine gold bezels. Every so often you see these like golden and marble statues of the abomination appearing, and there's like these visions just like running through your mind almost of your own um, instances of where you chose greed over like honor almost, and you see that this abomination, you see like its own visions of greed and gosh, what's the word I'm trying to, like it's tyranny trying to like pierce your mind. Um, can everyone please make a wisdom saving throw?
No, dude, I can't roll.
Jesus.
I
Oh
can't
no.
roll,
Zerk, you
dude.
didn't even roll
How
the
many-
420. That's so sad.
How many sessions has it been, man? I get one good roll and then nothing. Hey, I'm just comedic relief. What can I say? I'm here for that. I'm here to be the interlude between Eldritch Blasts.
To blind a summon or something.
Is that how I
You know,
aim to you? An Eldritch Blast bot?
Yes, you succeeded.
it's your own damn fault for being an Eldritch Blast
I
bot.
mean,
We need to do
in
that.
actuality, I mean, kinda, yeah.
God, I had such high expectations for how I could play my character. All I do is fly and play Farah.
All I do is
Oh.
blast.
It's Ultron Ultimate.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is so depressing. Now that I'm thinking about it, oh my god, in Overwatch, I played Farah. I just like played across the map. In D&D, I play small Farah. And then Laura got me into playing Grand Blue, and the only character that has interested me so far turned out to be a fucking zoner. So I'm also playing across the map, like spacing like a, an entire screen away from people,
You're just
as opposed to
lying.
like, dude. Fucking in TF2, I was a sniper main. I was also playing across the dude. I need to be put down. Actually, this is so sad.
I mean, you have a style that you're good at.
What the fuck?
Oh, I change it.
All right. So as you guys begin to walk down this tunnel, Peter and Trinket, the gold-lined hallway and the statues of this creature's form begin to almost corrupt your minds as you believe that maybe he was kind of justified in his power. You start to notice that the
What do you
Nagas
mean? I already thought that.
the Nagas have imprisoned this creature in this like shell. Um, but if he had succeeded, he wouldn't be here, and maybe other creatures would be better off under his rule, and the Nagas wouldn't be so demanding and so in control of not just the divine waters here, but just everything in general, kind of around. You remember the flying snakes?
Mm-hmm.
And they
Yeah.
seem to be surveying the whole forest, not just this lake. So it seems like they are the ones in his position. So why should he be locked up for what he wanted? Uh,
I mean, to be
Tally,
fair, that's what I already thought anyway. You don't have to convince me. I mean, I was even thinking about it.
Tally, Soren, and Jasper, you guys almost see hidden behind one of the statues a second path diverging off. But Peter and Trinket don't see it and just continue to walk forward.
I'm just gonna be talking to Peter. I'm gonna be like, and I mean, like, just statistically speaking, like, I mean, he just loved her. Like, at the beginning, like, it was just for the love, and then like everything kind of went down, and then, to be fair, it's the same thing like the show. I love watching the show called Bleach. Like, the big smart guy. Like, nobody listens to the smart guy. Like, this guy is just the smart guy, and like nobody listened to him, and they're like, why is this
Yeah,
horrible
he
thing
was just
happening?
trying to save the world and stuff, like, I don't know, who could blame the dude for, trying to
I
help
mean, what's
people.
a few
I mean,
thousand dead bodies along the
yeah,
way,
he killed a
like,
couple people, but like it's okay, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't that
can we get a
bad of a
fact check?
guy.
Is it only a few thousand bodies, or is the body count far greater?
I mean, they said he destroyed a civilization.
It was a
Hey,
Yeah,
civilization.
yeah. I feel like that's more than
A handful of people, honestly.
I-
Like,
yeah.
You see Trinket
probably
pull out his
fine.
diploma. Hey, diploma. How many people did this guy kill and lights up? About a few. About a few. Puts
Yeah.
it back in
Do
the
that!
backpack. What,
Like
your
the map
diploma
from
can't do
Dora.
this? Your diploma can't do that?
Well, Trinket, I don't have any fancy raccoon diploma, but this guy killed a lot of people, and he did it because he wanted to control them, not because he was trying to save people.
Wait, but like I thought we saw that, like he was trying to cure them.
I think he went about it completely the wrong way. And I think that even now he still feels justified in what he did.
Was it more of like we didn't see what the cure was? Was it like one of those like, sci-fi things where like, oh, you'll be cured, just join the hive mind, and then you join it, and it's like a living hell.
The original one
That might
was
explain the abomination.
the original one. And the last memory was a little hard to discern for all of you, but it was like he found a cure that all that you really saw was he found a cure that he thinks would be able to solve the issues between the Yuan-Ti and the Naga. Some of you saw that in kind of a positive light, as in they'll unite. Some of those of you who failed would have seen it as in um, he'd be able to get control of the whole, like the power as a whole. So
Yeah, to me
So
it
the
seemed
ones
like
who failed saw it as a bad thing.
he'd be like the supreme overlord, or he'd be like the uniter, essentially.
Yeah.
the impression that I got was his like cure was just like because the cure that he devised was the like Naga blood and Yuan-Ti blood concoction
Yeah.
that he used on himself to turn himself into that creature. So the impression that I got was that the quote unquote cure was like just creating a race of these creatures that could just like control everything essentially.
I got the impression that he was just trying to make himself super powerful so he could get what he want because he thought he knew best. And that he would like, if he were powerful enough, he would have been able to unite them. In like the position of some kind of powerful being. But it backfired and he kind of like lost control, which is why he keeps saying stuff like, if I was powerful enough, it wouldn't have gone like this.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That's true.
So we bit off more than he could chew.
Yeah. And in the process, killed a bunch of people.
I
Misclick.
mean, haven't we all done that? That's just a
Bro
typical
fat
Tuesday.
fingered his ultimate.
That's
That's crazy.
Bro was
But
on damage betones.
Bro, imagine, he Jeff ulted him.
Yeah.
and it seems
Bro
like
Jeff ulted his own team.
it seems like the path you guys are walking now is a path symbolizing one where he succeeded in becoming this kind of all-powerful being. That's why there's like statues of him lining the walls, and it's like this path is lined with gold and marble and all these pristine things that he owns. But Soren and Tally and Jasper all see an alternate path that you guys can walk down if you choose to do so.
Like everyone, or just the ones who?
Just the ones who succeeded.
There seems to be only one path to go, guys, and it's this way. It's just a singular hallway. Nowhere else to go.
Icon Cave.
What to do? Can I
There's
make
a
a persuasion
cave?
check
Yeah.
with the stuff I said
Like
earlier?
you know, I
Yeah.
agree.
Like, I'm looking at a hallway. I don't see anywhere else to go. It's just a straight hallway.
Yeah, go to make a
You
persuasion
don't
check.
see that path right there, Trinket?
Right where?
It's
Where?
It's
I'm
right
gonna use the
there.
command spell to command a trinket to think.
Oh, that's be fair. Ooh, DM, what would that actually do? DM, what would that
Think.
do?
The command spell is for physical actions, unfortunately. So
Fuck. No.
And Jasper talk to Trinket or something. I mean, that wouldn't
Sure.
solve my problem, but
Jasper can try to talk to Trinket.
Well, I mean, I thought we were rolling for it. I mean, if you can convince me verbally,
Well,
I'm gonna just sit here and be like, what do you mean? There's literally no other path. Like, where are we supposed to go? You telling me there's another path?
just oh, Jasper can't see the path though. He's not gonna be very much help.
Trinket, it's right there. And I'm
I
gonna
Jasper.
I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
grab Trinket's hand and I'm just going to walk him over to the path. And I'm
Make
gonna walk into it
make a
with
persuasion
him.
check.
I'm gonna
Hey,
keep
why are you
walking
being so
forward.
forceful? You
Uh,
good? What
All
do I
right.
roll against that?
Nothing. So
That's good.
Okay.
as Tally pulls your arm, Trinket, you don't see it, and it looks like Tally's about to just pull you into a wall, and then Tally like warps through this wall, and then
What?
you fall through yourself,
What the? There's an invisible wall.
and you see.
Wait, what? How did you know that? Are you a spy?
What do you mean an invisible wall?
There's you just walked through this fucking wall. There was an entire white marble wall there.
Can we still see them?
Have you not seen
can
these
I still see them?
statues? His
You can't.
castle's immaculate.
You can't see them now.
I will grab Peter and Jasper and do the same. Walk
Okay.
through.
Can
We're
you
telling Trinket one.
make a persuasion check?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Apparently not.
Uh, Peter, it looks like Sword's about to pull you into a wall.
Don't. What is wrong with you? And
Hey,
Didn't they just see us walking to the wall?
Can I give him advantage by sticking my head out and be like, "Hey, Big B, it's okay. It's an invisible wall."
Sure, that works.
Okay.
Peter would have seen it, but it's like Peter. There's like this almost like madness just blinding Peter's judgment. So, but with the help of Trinket, I would say.
Trinket's just like standing on the other side of the wall doing like not even like shadow puppets, but like, you know, just doing like silly things with his hands like through the wall.
Then through the wall, that would bring like some fucking like some like hand
That's
puppets
where
out of
you
my hat
guys
and just
all
like
went.
through. I'll have like little sock puppets like, yeah, come this way, Quabo. Yeah, this place is great. What do you say to my face? Just start like a kid's puppet show.
Wait, does Trigger have to roll for that?
No, it's good. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Help action for free.
So as you guys take this alternate path, it seems like you guys are still in these like marble and gold lined hallways, but it's much darker and there's these thorns and foliage kind of overgrowing the path. They're almost blocking your vision and direction as you guys kind of stumble through this progressively like more ruined tunnel. And before you guys see a mirror with a missing piece inside of it in the shape of a teardrop.
Do we still have any of the mirrors from the first trial?
Yes, you do.
I was about to say, do we
I
have
would
like...
love to
Got
put
that.
my mirror in the mirror. Oh my gosh, guys, this is the last part of the trial. It's the puzzle piece. I'm gonna hold the mirror up and be like, okay, here it goes. Click. Put it in.
All right. And so as you guys put this piece in, water begins to drip from above this mirror, and slowly you guys see this pile of clay from above begin to kind of form, and it's the sculpture from the garden above as it walks into the mirror, and the mirror almost expands against this wall, and the mirror becomes a window into the prison, and a small door forms as you guys see the creature before you inside of the prison.
Hello.
You see its heads are snapping, but a lot less aggressively. Um, but you see on the ground beneath it, these earthen chains have been snapped, and you can see the shackles around its arms as it slowly begins to saunter towards you guys. And we will end
Oh,
Oh,
session
its chains are
there.
broken.
I pull up my RPG-7 and I shoot him.
We will go ahead and end session there.
Good job. But he's like unbound, right?
Yes.
He's walking towards us. Fuck.
He does seem slightly subdued. You guys saw like almost his enraged, like how he's enraged in the statue, but he seems a bit more calm.
It's because
Not
I
com-
said
uh,
hello.
not completely calm, but he's more calm than what the statue is portraying. All right. So next session we
Epic
will
set.
take on the creature and see what happens.
yup.
Whoa, that's fact.
Hell yeah.
All right.